My name is RJ.
I'm Tristan.
Chuck. And
Leon. My first initial thoughts after the first few classes, I thought that like this was serious. This is like a whole like course. You're learning like the actual ins and outs of the industry. Really important stuff that like you'll hear along the way, but to just have it all condensed in this program was really, really helpful.
In today's day and age, one thing I quickly learned is that simply being able to record the music isn't enough. Just the understanding of like how assets and resources can amplify what you're doing. So I feel like it kind of like cemented and reassured everything that I had going on. I feel like I had a clear set like path in terms of where I wanted to go, but after that class, it made it make sense.
the two pillars of music and business working together. For me, the program really sort of cemented that they can coexist in a way that feels right and feels symbiotic and doesn't feel like anything's taken away. And one thing I got from the program as well is that in order for them to coexist at the same time, they actually also need to exist separately at different times. And understanding that there's things that need to sort of work together in order for the music to work and in order for the business to work really changed my outlook, as opposed to, I think prior I was a bit cynical and felt that maybe music had to suffer for the business aspect of it.
I think for me right now is like understanding that it's more than just music and just making the music. Like, it was up to me, I would just like make the music, put it out and let it breathe, just go. But you learn in classes like SoundStock that it's not as simple as that. Like, there's a lot that goes into putting out a single, and I don't like it. I just want to make music and just put it out. I mean, right off the rip, I was like, okay, like we're really getting into this, so you really want to. That was one of the first thoughts. It's like, okay, there's a lot of information, but the overall environment and feel of the whole thing, I like how it felt really like it felt like real family in this spot. So I think that was one of the biggest things for me. That's one of the first things I took home. Like maybe like second, third day, I was like, people in here is pretty cool. I feel like it's really dope to be in a spot where we can get information. I think for Black artists, being able to get information from people that look like you is really important.
I would tell people who are considering applying to a program to do it. First of all, there's a lot of really great knowledge being thrown at you, things that people learn over the course of many, many years, and you get to do and learn about it within a few weeks. And I also want to say that you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're not really taking notes and you're kind of like dozing off, you might think that it's not a good program. But if you're like really active and like meeting all the other participants and trying to build that community and like figure out who you are and like do all that stuff, then you'll get an abundance back. So
I would tell them to don't be afraid to ask questions. Just like any question that comes to your mind, because there's a room full of people that have that understanding. And if you're not taking the time to utilize those resources while you have them, then you're gonna be like wasting your time. I think with the space that you have, there's a lot of room to learn. And if you come in open-minded, you're gonna leave this program and have a better understanding of music business and yourself as an artist overall.
Expect to learn something, expect to take away things that they can actually apply to their music practice and beyond that. Because another thing that you should expect is really the relationships, I think. I had a really great group of people out in the program this year, and we're all still in contact. We all still try and support each other. So I think you should expect to come out with a bunch of friends and allies and a bunch of knowledge.
Well, first I would just tell them about the program. I'll tell them that it's like a nice little hub, like an incubator of like really talented artists that are from similar backgrounds to you. There's gonna be a lot of information thrown at you, and it might be overwhelming a little bit, but you know, you're gonna leave with your stomach full because they bring food every time. That's pretty cool. So you're gonna leave with your stomach full and your mind fuller.